Welcome to this celebration of the new building at the Wilson site for the HB Woodlawn and Stratford programs. My name is Casey Robinson, and I'm fortunate to serve as the principal of the HB Woodlawn program. 3 years ago, the Arlington community began a process of deciding how to use this historic site at Wilson. And through a community process, our two schools were selected to create a new home here in the heart of Roslyn. Both of our programs have storied histories in our current building, but we also knew that people are the heart of any school, and we've embraced the idea of a new home here at the Wilson site. 2.5 years ago, we set to work with APS staff, the architects, county staff, parents, teachers, and students to design a building that would reflect the unique philosophies and approaches to education found at the Stratford and HB Woodlawn programs. So many of the people who were instrumental in developing the design are here today, and we want to thank each of them for their input, their perspective, and their time. Dr. Karen Gary and I were fortunate to have dedicated parents and teachers that attended a huge number of long evening meetings, always advocating on behalf of students and teachers. We had many other dedicated community members from the surrounding neighborhood contribute ideas and time at BLPC meetings, PFRC meetings, county board meetings, school board meetings. In particular, I wanted to thank, I'm not sure if she's here, our BLPC chair, Melissa McCracken, who did a masterful job of keeping our highly opinionated group focused and on task. We also want to thank the many skilled architects we came to know over the last 3 years, the staff from APS Facilities for all their time and guidance, and the input from many other county and school leaders. Today, we celebrate a next step in the creation of an exciting new home for two hallmark APS programs. This will be an innovative learning space that will allow both our communities to continue fostering excellence in teaching and learning. Many thanks to all the students, teachers, parents, and community members that contributed ideas that will make this an exciting place to teach, live, and learn. And with that, I'd turn it over to Dr. Murphy.
Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here, and I want to say, Casey, welcome back. It's good to see you, and congratulations. Let's give her a big hand. And I know her husband is here as well. Can you wave in the back? All right, you're a little busy. I can see that. I also want to recognize the folks from Stratford, and if Dr. Gary, if you would please stand, and we could have your staff and students I see here wave and be recognized. And then, of course, always the shy group from HB Woodlawn. If you guys could also wave. I know you were introduced earlier, but we want to say thank you to you. I, too, want to echo many of the same comments that Casey shared today. It really is a result of our community working together, both schools and our community. And I think one of the highlights of this facility, while Arlington Public Schools continues to grow, and we are the largest we've ever been, eclipsing the 1963 watermark of close to 27,000 students, we have to recognize that when we build schools, that they need to become much more integrated and connected to our community and how we can share and utilize facilities. And I think the work that the team has done, both the various staff and community groups and contributions from the county, is really a result of what you're going to see happen here. So we are very, very proud of this. I think this is also a footprint or a model for how we move forward in the future. And I think we've got a good, solid foundation to be able to move forward with some of the growth that we will continue to address. I know there's a host of various people here. I appreciate you folks coming out and the contributions you've made. We also have members of the executive leadership team. If you folks could wave as well and be recognized, thank you for all of your work. I know Casey didn't take the liberty, but I do want to recognize Ray Anderson, the first principal of HB Woodlawn, who is here with us as well. Thank you, Ray, for joining us. Much appreciated. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Kennan, our school board chair.
Good morning, everyone. As chair of the school board, I would like to bring you greetings from our full school board. We have with us several of our members today. We have vice chair and former HB Woodlawn parent, Reed Goldstein. Member Nancy Van Doren. James Lander and Tanya Talento also bring their greetings. We also have former school board member here, Noah Simon, representing Congressman Don Beyer. Noah. And of course, Congressman Beyer has been a huge champion for us here in Arlington and for our schools. We want to congratulate all of you for getting to this point, and we especially want to thank you for all the hard work and dedication it's taken to get to this point. No planning process goes smoothly every day. And it's the hard work of many people, a lot of folks standing around the perimeter, in fact, the dedication, the perseverance, and just plain hard work that has moved us forward along this process to get us to this point today. We're very excited about this project that will be the home for HB Woodlawn and the Stratford program. It's also going to bring benefits to our full system, as Dr. Murphy indicated, as we grow. We need new facilities. This is going to be an excellent addition to our portfolio, and it's a benefit to the full Arlington community. The school board would like to thank the county board. They have been supportive of our capital improvement plan that this has been a part of, and of course they've collaborated with us as we've gone through the permitting process and other pieces. We want to thank the Arlington voters for their support of the 2014 school bond, which has provided funding for this project. Arlington residents have consistently been strong supporters of our public school system, and we are a strong public school system because of our voters. Many thanks to the neighbors, civic association leaders, activists, many others right around in this community who were actively involved and engaged, shared ideas, advocated, and were a part of and hard workers as part of this project. We truly appreciate your advocacy and hard work. We especially appreciate from the neighbors their patience and indulgence as they put up with the ongoing construction phase we're headed into. As Casey mentioned, we want to thank our advisory committees and especially the chairs, Melissa McCracken, who chaired the building level planning committee for this project. Steve Sockwell was the chair of the County Board's Public Facilities Review Committee. And we also had our own Facilities Advisory Committee that's currently chaired by Stacy Snyder. Throughout, a lot of the planning for this was chaired by Greg Greeley. You all have spent so much time contributing to the designs that have led to this project, looking at those beautiful pictures. And today we have this beautiful dirt and activity. But I know that you are all excited to watch this project blossom and grow, and we share that anticipation with you. You were very excited. Finally, we just want to thank the full community from HB Woodlawn, the staff, the students, the families, and from the Stratford program, staff, students, families. You all have dedicated so much time and heart to this project, as well as contributing to the planning. And you've also been doing your day-to-day jobs of homework and working within the schools and keeping our system and our school strong. So thank you so much. Today is the first day of your new beginning at this school. And that's a really nice way to head into our next phase, which is to hear from your singers from HB Woodlawn, the HB Woodlawn Chamber Singers, conducted by HB Woodlawn's music director, Bill Podolsky. They are going to sing "Now Shall My Inward Joy Arise."
Into a song, hallelujah. Good morning, everybody. I'm John Chadwick, Assistant Superintendent for Facilities and Operations. When you go after everybody, they really steal everything you wanted to say. But let me talk a little bit about the process that went on to get here. So we're 3 years into a 5-year journey, and then the real journey will start, right, Casey? In the school board's 2015-24 CIP addressed middle school growth. And it included a new middle school to be built at a site to be selected. We then started on a process in the fall of 2014 where we looked at various different sites. And at the end of that year, this site was selected for the relocation of the HB Woodlawn and Stratford programs from the Stratford building so that a new middle school could be constructed at the Stratford building. We started out with a whole series of processes. The first one was WRAPS, Western Roslyn Area Planning Study. And I have to thank Steve Cole. I'm not sure if he's here today. He was the chair of that. And that basically looked at the 3 developments in this area and how they would be coordinated with one another, including Highlands Park. After that, we started the normal building level planning committee process along with the Public Facilities Review Committee process. And that culminated in a use permit for the project awarded by the county board, along with approvals for the other projects in the WRAPS area in February of 2017. And construction started in July. You can see we've got quite a long way down. We weren't able to have a groundbreaking ceremony because the time wasn't right, so we decided a time capsule would work better for everybody. If there are any members of the WRAPS committee here, would they please wave their hands? Okay. BLPC members, would they wave their hands? Thank you. And is Melissa McCracken here? Yes, I see you. Thank you. Melissa's the chair, and your work isn't quite finished yet. Public Facility Review Committee members, are any of them here? Please wave if you were. And a special thank you to Steve Sockwell, who acted as chair of that group. So it's taken a huge effort and many, many, many people to get here. Many of them have already been mentioned. I need to start out with the architects, Bjarke Ingels Group. I see a group over there from them. And along with Leo Daly as the executive architects, I see them too. Almost done with the drawings, thank you. We have our construction manager at risk, Gil Bain. They're the guys with the hard hats. I don't think you all need them, thank you. Construction manager advisor, Hiri. And then let's give a shout out to our neighbors, APA, Arlington Partnership for Affordable Housing, who are building an affordable housing building over there. And also to Banzance Properties, who are going to build huge buildings right where we're standing now, with an even bigger hole in the ground before they start. County staff, Richard Tucker, who managed the WRAPS process as planner for the county, Michael Cullen as planner for this project, Michelle Stahlhut, who is the liaison for the PFRC, Rob Gibson, planner for transportation, Vincent Fairway, the urban forester, Marco Rivero, planner for DPR, and then Mike Kaluski and Aaron Schreiber, who coordinated the 3 developments for us. And the biggest big shout out right now is to Shahryar Amiri, who's our chief building officer, who is really helping us to get through all the permitting processes so the project proceeds on time. I need to give a shout out to APS staff, Scott Prisco, former director of design and construction, Jeff Chambers over there, the current director of design and construction, Ben Bergen, assistant director, and Jennifer Zhu, project manager, who's done all the hard work. And then I'd like to mention also within facilities and operation, maintenance services and plant operations, who put a lot of work into making sure that they can operate and maintain our buildings properly. And then last but not least, I really need to thank the HB Woodlawn and Stratford communities for their enthusiasm about this project and for all of the input they've got. We're doing it for you. We can't wait to see you in there. We can't wait to see you exploring this fabulous building, and we think it's going to work really well for you. So thank you. I'm going to pass this back to Linda Erdos now.
Thank you, John. And let me explain what's next. Normally, when we're ready to do an addition to a building or to build a new building, we have what we call a groundbreaking. Everybody lines up with shovels, and we dig the first ground for the hole to build the building. Well, as you can see behind me, they got ahead of us. This started this summer when all of you were either at the beach or in summer school or doing other wonderful learning things. So instead of doing a groundbreaking for this building, we thought it would be really extra special to have to celebrate the foundation and to put into that foundation wishes and ideas and memories of our current students to last for the future generations of students. So first of all, we have a time capsule. And we are going to have students from HB Woodlawn and Stratford help us fill this up. So I'm going to introduce from HB Woodlawn, Riley Newman and Jacob Hall to begin. Here you are.
Okay, hi, so I'm an HB Woodlawn junior.
I'm Jacob, senior.
And we have the things from the HB Woodlawn program to put in the time capsule.
So as you can see, we have a pretty packed bag here. We tried to get as many old documents from HB Woodlawn as possible, preserved. So I'm just gonna go through the list here and name some of the most important stuff that we threw in. So there's a student publication that has been going on since 1979 called the Underground Student Handbooks, and it really represents the student culture at HB Woodlawn. So we have all three of the old student handbooks in this bag. We have the HB Woodlawn Constitution program from the recent Fiddler on the Roof performance. Glottal Stop, which is another student publication that has been going on just the last couple years. The Film Fest, which is an event that HB Woodlawn hosts every year. We have a program from the most recent one. We have a Washington Post from this morning. And then we also have a USB drive with a lot of old town meeting minutes and other important documents from our history. So if the people who find this time capsule are able to access a USB drive, they'll have a lot of information about us.
We have a Frisbee from the high school championships. We have in here a master key to the building on Vacation Lane. Got the flash drive, and a bottle of time.
A time capsule for the time capsule.
Time the spice. So.
Oh,
And
last but not least, this is the music that we just sung, the chamber singers. So we're also going to put that into the time capsule.
Right.
Okay, you can sort of hold off to the side. Then we have, and Karen, I'm not sure if you're going to assist or not, we have two students from Stratford program, Charlie Tran, and I believe the second student is Petham Kalarachi. Okay? Here. Here, I'll give you this.
No. Dear.
No.
Dear, here is something that we years taught at Stratford.
Hold it up. Hold it up so they can see it. Hold it up a little higher. Are you ready? So this is here's the Stratford News.
Here,
Here's the Stratford.
Stratford News.
All right. And put it in. So in the morning, the kids take pleasure in going up and being our morning news crew to do the morning news every morning. So they may not be holding a camera 10, 15, 20 years from now, so we'll see. Go ahead, put him. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce, ask the gentleman from Gilbane to come up And we're going to keep the kids with you because we want a photo op. So that means we want board members and the Gilbane folks and John and Dr. Murphy and Casey to join us up front for one last photo. And we're going to seal off the time capsule and give it to the Gilbane folks. Thank you for coming. We have some refreshments over at the table, and we look forward to having everyone back here in the fall of 2019 when there's a full building here to celebrate. Thank you again.